Hi Lux for Less family, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kanisha if you're new. This channel is called Lux Living for Less, and on this channel we try to find tips and tricks on how to still live a fabulous lifestyle on a for less budget. So by the title, you already know that this is a haul of some of the things that I've been purchasing over the last few months. Some of these things I purchased as far back as early spring, maybe even late winter, dare I say, but I did want to share them with you because I had not shared them with you previously. Now, disclaimer, don't hate me. Some of these items, if they're items that you see that you may be interested in, some of these items may be sold out. If they're not sold out, I'll post the link. If they are sold out, I'll do my best to post something similar. So without further ado, let's get started. The first item that I'm going to share with you in the accessory category are these earrings that I picked up from Dillard's. Y'all, look how fun these are. These are I guess roses or tulips, or you know, whatever you want to call them. They have a mixed metal detail and they have like little branches for the stem of the ear. Now, quick story if you are new here, I do not have pierced ears. Backstory: I have keloid skin. I had keloids removed on my ears, both of them 4 times. And on the last time that they were removed and did not come back, shout out to my plastic surgeon that made that happen. I'm just too scared to get my ears re-pierced. So the earrings that I wear are earrings that are clip-on. As you can see here, these are by Kenneth Lane, or earrings that are pierced that have been converted to clip-on. Now these are going to be converted to clip-on, and basically what I'll have to do is basically just remove this part right here and then put a clip-on converter on, and then I can wear these as clip-on earrings. But these were, like I said, purchased from Dillard's. They were $16.80 on clearance, and I just thought this was just a fun little earring that is going to be perfect to wear all seasons long, especially in the summer. The next set of earrings in the accessory category are these earrings that I picked up from the Salvation Army. Look how fun and nice and colorful these are. Nice fall color. Now these were $3.99, and I bought these from the Salvation Army when they were half off. So they were marked $3.99 and I got them for $2. But I love how it has the brown and orange colorway there. You can wear this definitely in the fall, but you can also wear this in the springtime as well. Again, these are pierced earrings, but they can be easily converted into clip-on earrings. But these earrings I did pick up from the Salvation Army. Also, another set of earrings that I picked up from the Salvation Army. I picked these earrings all up on the same day. These are, now look at these, I love these. Very bohemian, very boho. It has, again, a mixed metal with these, what do you call this, like a woven detail. These were marked $5.99. They were half off, so I paid $3 for these. And again, these are pierced, but they can be easily converted to clip-on. And I'll insert the link of my clip-on converters that I use in case any of you out there don't have pierced ears either, and you're looking for a way to convert pierced earrings into clip. Because I mean, let's be real, unless you really do a deep dive search, there aren't really any nice trendy clip-on earrings that you can find. I mean, I did get these, like I said, from the Real, but these were $30-something. They are Kenneth Lane, which is a higher end brand, but still $30 on the resale markets. But I picked these up from the Salvation Army for $3. Very boho chic, very on trend for the styles that are happening right now. But this is another set of earrings that I picked up from the Salvation Army. All right, last set of earrings that I picked up from the Salvation Army are these gold hoops. Now these, y'all, these are heavy, and I don't know if this is actually brass. They're not gold or anything. I didn't see any gold markings or any markings to indicate that they were 14, 24, 18 karat or whatever carat gold. But this is, I think it has to be a brass or something, or maybe gold plated, because this is a really good quality. These are really good quality earrings, and I love the detail that it has, like the coils on the bottom. This almost reminds me of something that you might see on Shop Koi because of the coil detail that it has. Now these were actually pierced when I purchased them, but as you can see, I have already converted them to clip-on. which you can see is very easy. So not difficult at all. And I have worn these a few times and have gotten several compliments on them when I wore them, but picked these up from the Salvation Army. If I'm not mistaken, these were marked $5.99 and they were half off, so I got these for $3 as well. Next jewelry piece that I picked up is a thrifted piece. I purchased this from the thrift store, and I believe this was either $2.99 or $3.99 when I purchased it. I've already removed the tags off of it because I've already worn it. But look at this piece, y'all. It is very substantial in weight as well. I love the detail around the wrist part, where when you put it on your arm, it's not just a regular bangle clasp. It actually has some interest to it. But it is I think this is a jaguar. Is that a jaguar or a panther? And it has like the teal eyes. Y'all know I am from Duval, home of the Jacksonville Jaguar. So if I were to wear this to a game, I'm sure this would be a conversation piece, but love this. Got this from the thrift store. Last but certainly not least, in the accessory category are these Tom Ford sunnies. Now, if you watch my birthday vlog, then you would have already seen me share these with you all. When I went to Orlando to Disney World, aka Mickey's house, I went to the Orlando outlet, and the Orlando outlet has a Saks off 5th. But these, y'all, I saw these in the case, and I asked the sales associate to show them to me because I was just like, these are really nice, and I didn't have anything shaped like this in my collection. They're round and they're black. They have a blue ombre lens or a gradient lens. And this is what they look like on me. I love how they look. You know, Tom Ford has a very understated logo. But these were really nice. I think these were $179 if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I left the price tag in here. I did not, but I'm pretty sure they were $179. It came with this really nice black velvet Tom Ford case, but another accessory that I have picked up. The next category I'm going to share with you is something that I purchased for the home. You all know that I recently removed carpet in a large portion of my upstairs in my home, and I had luxury vinyl, is that what they call it? LVP? Yeah, luxury vinyl planks installed in lieu of carpet. Love it so much. Has helped my allergies tremendously. What I want to share with you is a candle that I've purchased. It is by the brand Mindgames. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have already seen this as well. So this is the box that it comes in, and like I said, this is a candle by the fragrance Mindgames. And unless you have been sleeping under a rock, you all know that Mindgames is really a nice fragrance house. Mindgames is not new to me. I was introduced to Mindgames maybe 2 years ago when I was traveling out of town, and they recently came to Jacksonville. Well, not recently. They came to Jacksonville last year, and I was excited because I like their fragrances, and I purchased some for my husband and my son. I think they have, between the two of them, 3 bottles. I was in there one day shopping. I don't know what I was in there shopping for. Probably shouldn't even been in there. But while I was in there, my SA said, "Hey, have you seen the new Mindgames candles?" And I was like, "Girl, no, show them to me." She did. It comes in this beautiful box. Now, at the time, they only had 3 scents, and one of the scents was sold completely out. But here's the candle. Y'all, it smells so good. Just me opening up this box. Oh my goodness, the fragrance that it gives off. This is called Cherry Sandalwood. And this is the candle. It is heavy. It is a 2-wick candle. I do believe this is a soy candle. And y'all, it smells so good. My son has been trying to get this away from me. You won't get your hands on this, sir. You absolutely will not. This is a ceramic case, and it has the top with the Mindgames logo on top. Almost looks like MCM, but it's MG. But this is a very nice candle. It smells heavenly. As you can see, I have not burned it yet. I'm trying to decide if I want to put this in my bedroom once I finish that project, and I will be bringing you all along for that, or if I want to put it downstairs on my foyer entry table. I don't know, we'll see. This candle retails for $135, and because I have not actually lit the candle and let it burn, I can't give you any feedback on how the throw actually is on the candle. So but just opening up this candle by itself, very, very, very fragrant. So that is the item. This is the only item that I have purchased for the home. It's Mindgames Candle. The next item that I'm going to share with you is this Gucci bag. This is a handbag. I purchased this purse here from a store. It's a new store here in Jacksonville. It's called The Purse Ladies. If you follow me on Instagram, then you would have already seen me share this purse, and I also have a reel about the store itself. The Purse Ladies is basically a store. It's, in my interpretation of it, it's like a brick and mortar version of The Real Real, which you all know The Real Real is an online consignment boutique, just like Fashion File, or any of the sort. But this store from which this bag was purchased, they have gently pre-loved and brand new items that people bring in to consign. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, but I believe once you bring an item in to sell or consign with them, they pay you on the spot rather than you having to wait until the item sells to get the commission. This bag was $500. It does have a toggle clasp here in the front. Right here, it just snaps in just like that. I do have the bag stuffed just so that it can keep its shape. The bag did come with a dust bag, and it also came with the certificate of authenticity from Gucci. It's stuffed somewhere down in this bag, but the bag has 3 compartments. It has one here, and then it has the middle zipper, and then it has, you know, the 2 on each side, and then it has like a side pocket as well. So I guess you can say that's 4 compartments. Now I do have some shoes that are exactly like this bag, same monogramming, same color. I purchased these from The Real Real probably 3 years ago, and I only paid $80 for these, and y'all can see I have worn them down. When I got these, it was hardly any wear on them at all. You can tell by the heel. But I have worn these quite a bit, but love these two together. I would never probably wear these together. You all know how I feel about monogrammed items. I don't really like monogrammed items unless it's done right, and to me this is done right because it's a color on color, so it's a monotone monogram, and it's not like big, bold, and in your face. From far away you would not be able to tell what this was. She does have feet, and this is a leather bag. I paid $500 for this bag, if I have not said that already. I will insert the name of this bag because I cannot think of what it is right now, but this is another item that I wanted to share with you of items that I've purchased. The next item that I'm going to share with you are a pair of shoes. I also purchased these during my time in Orlando for my birthday trip, and these are a pair of Steve Madden. I am sure this is a dupe for a higher end designer item because y'all know Uncle Steve be out here duping the girls, and he does not care, and we are here for it. But these right here, y'all, now y'all have heard me say before, Steve Madden shoes over the past couple of years especially have become pretty uncomfortable, but surprisingly these are not that bad. I wore these to the MJ Broadway musical here that we had in Jacksonville, and I walked from my car all the way to the door with these, had these on the entire time obviously, and I wasn't bothered. I don't know what it is about this. Maybe it's the little slight padding that it has, but I don't know. But I love these shoes. It's a brass color. I first saw this style on Jarenika's channel, and she shared them in black. I want to say she shared them in, and she mentioned how comfortable they were, and she was not lying. They are, I can wear these all night and be okay. I've only worn these one time, and that was to the Michael Jackson Broadway show that they've had here. But yeah, these Steve Madden shoes, I got these on my birthday trip. When I got these, they were buy one get one half off. These were regularly priced at $99. So I purchased this pair and another pair and end up spending $150. Now this is the other pair of shoes that I purchased that day from the store, and these are the Steve Madden Vjola pumps. The Vjola pump is my favorite pair of pumps in the Steve Madden line. They are so sleek. This is a dupe for the Christian Louboutin Kate shoes, not the So Kate, because you know the So Kate has a much higher heel, but this is a dupe for the Kate. Now these I paid $100 for. They were $99, buy one get one half off. The other pair were $50. Now these are my actual Louboutins, and I want you to see a side-by-side comparison of, you know, just how similar the shoes are. Essentially this is the same shoe. I mean, the silhouette is the same, the heel is the same. Everything about these two shoes are basically the same except for the price. I got these off of the Real. I think when I purchased these were like $400. I've since had them resold, but these were $100. Do with that information what you will. But I love these pumps. They are very, very sexy. Side note, y'all, when I had these shoes resold, the cobbler that I took them to gave me a tip for cleaning the patent leather shoe because they were all smushed and everything. He said to take a microfiber cloth, spray Windex on the cloth, not the shoe, on the cloth, and just buff your shoe out and the shine will come right back. I did that on a pair of patent leather shoes that I donated to Goodwill, and the shoe looked good as new. Next pair of shoes I have is also from Uncle Steve, and it's these zebra striped shoes. Now baby, let me tell you something about these. They hurt like hell. These are very uncomfortable. I don't know what, if anything, these are a dupe for, but I know when I first saw these, well, when I first saw this style, I saw it in Dillard's, and I saw them in black, and I saw them in red, and I said, ooh, I have got to have them. On Steve Madden's website one day, they had a sale. I saw this particular color, grabbed them immediately. Now, what I like about this shoe is this gold or brass detailing here, and it's also carried through on the toe part. This part does not hurt. This is what hurts. Now, I've worn these shoes once. I wore these for my birthday photo shoot. It went so well with the outfit that I was wearing. I was wearing an outfit that was this color cream right here. So this contrast on my feet with me having an all cream look, it was the pop of something that I needed. But listen, I almost cut my photo shoot short because these shoes were hurting my feet so bad. But it's a cute shoe, girl. Listen, and I will insert a picture of what these look like so that you can see what they look like instead of me actually just holding them up. Now, if I'm not mistaken, these come in black and red. I know this color. They also come in white, and I feel like they come in maybe a brown or cognac color. I will try to insert them if I can find the picture, but beautiful shoe, hurt like hell. The next shoe that I purchased these from the Real. This is a very recent purchase. If you watched my last vlog, then you would have already seen these, but these are a pair of Bottega Veneta wedge heels. And these are from, I believe, spring 2021, if I'm not mistaken. And I got these from the Real for only $100. Whoever sent these to the Real never wore them. And when I got these in, I said, now I wonder if you just didn't wear them, or if you tried them on, walked around your house on the carpet and realized they were uncomfortable. Surprisingly, they are not that uncomfortable. I mean, no shoe with a heel or a wedge is without some level of discomfort, but these ain't nothing like Uncle Steve, okay? They describe these as having a laser cut. I mean, I guess I can see why. But when I purchased these, or when I was looking at these on the Real, I thought that the shoe was all black. When I got them in the mail and I opened them, I said, oh, it's brown. That white background that they use it will definitely fool you. You have to really inspect. That is one thing I will say about the Real and any online retailer, because they're going to make the picture look as favorable as possible. Not saying they were trying to hide a brown color, but it can distort the image a little bit. So when I'm shopping online, whether it be Pre-Loved or, you know, Steve Madden, whatever, I try to look as closely as possible and inspect the item to make sure there's not anything that I'm missing. But that's just a little side note. But these shoes, like I said, they were only $100, and they are by the brand Bottega. They're brown, black, and red, and they just, you know, kind of strap up around the ankle. Has like a little, has a crisscross in the front. But I like these, only $100, and I can wear them pretty much with anything. The last pair of shoes, these are my absolute favorite. I cannot wait until I get a chance to wear these. I also purchased these from the Real. These were also brand new. Whoever sent them to the Real did not wear them. They were sent brand new. Now, these are a pair of Fendi shoes. I love these shoes. Now, these not gonna be for everybody, okay? This is not gonna be like your run-of-the-mill shoe where it's very trendy. This is a classic staple piece. I love these shoes, and like I said, whoever consigned them, never wear them. That was me. I tore off the Real sticker, because if you remove the sticker from the Real, you cannot return it. I knew immediately that I was not returning these. It has this peep toe detail on the heel. It has a velvet tie up around the ankle. The shoe is made of 100% leather, and it has this fun detail on the shoe. I love this shoe, y'all. I tried this on with an all-white dress that I'm also going to be showing you in my haul, and it looked divine. These shoes, y'all, I absolutely love. Like I said, definitely not a shoe for everybody. This has like a little rock stud detail here, but like I said, definitely not a shoe for everybody, but it is definitely a shoe for me. It's a lot going on, but it's not too much going on in my opinion. Love this shoe. I only paid $200 for this shoe. It was in brand new condition, like I said, and I cannot remember what collection this is from. I did look it up. I want to say maybe 2016. Could be wrong on that. If I'm able to find it, I'll insert it across the screen. But got these shoes from the Real, these Fendi heels, for $200. The next category I'm going to share with you are pieces that I have purchased. Some of these pieces go back to the beginning of the year, and some of them I purchased maybe in the last 3 months. And surprisingly, a lot of them are from Express. The first clothing item that I'm going to share with you is a clothing item that came from Express. It is a one-piece romper, and when I picked this up in the store, I thought it was a dress, but when I tried it on, I was like, oh, these are actually shorts, which I appreciated because it gives me a little bit more confidence in wearing it, knowing that it's not gonna, you know, blow up and show all my sunshine. But it is a flowy romper. Now, you all know that Chloe has had the girls in a chokehold. But you also know, if you're not new here, that I've always enjoyed, not necessarily the bohemian style, but I've always enjoyed a clothing item, especially a top that had a more flowy sleeve, like this shirt I'm wearing. Which, side note, I got this shirt from Rainbow, I believe, last summer, and I paid $10 for it. I love this shirt because, as you can see, it's sheer. It has an opening right here. It ties around the neck, and then the back goes like this, and it's open. But it's a very nice shirt. Like I said, only $10. You can find a shirt just like this, maybe not in this pattern, but the exact same design on any fast fashion sites such as Amazon or Fashion Nova, or anywhere you find your fast fashion. You can find this style of shirt anywhere. Now let's go back across the field to the romper. This romper, I picked it up from Express. It was on their clearance rack. This romper only cost me $10. It cost me $10, y'all. It was like one of those, y'all know how Express have those. Sometimes they'll have an extra 60% off of clearance prices, or they'll have extra 75%, and rarely but occasionally they may have extra 80%. I think I picked this up on the extra 75% day, and I used my Express Cash. or some of my Express cash, because the item was $20 after the additional discount, and then I used my $10, so I paid $10 for it. I love this item. It has, you know, the really nice spring summery colors. I tried this on with a pair of white strap-up sandal heels that I have, and it went very nicely. Now, this does have a belt that comes with it. I don't like the belt that comes with it, but I can't remove it. And the reason why I say I don't like the belt is because I hate when these designers put a belt on their clothing pieces that is the same material and same color as the item itself, because the belt gets lost. I'm probably going to have that belt removed and just, you know, pair it with something else. I have a million belts in this drawer behind me. All of them have been thrifted except one. And that's what isn't that what the girls do? But I'm probably going to, like I said, have it removed and then just pair it with something else. But I love this outfit that I got from Express. It is, like I said, it is a one-piece romper. I got it off of their clearance rack. As a matter of fact, all of the Express pieces that I'm going to share with you came from their clearance rack. And because these items were purchased months ago, if I can't find the exact item on Express, I'll try to link something similar. But I got this romper for $10. Next clothing item that I'm going to share with you also came from Express, and it is this black dress. Y'all, when I saw this dress in Express, I was actually in there trying on something else, and I just happened to browse their clearance rack, as I always do in any store that I go in, because y'all know I'm a thrifty shopper. And I saw this dress peeking out at me. Now, when I saw it, it said it was a size medium, and I was like, ooh, a size medium. I tried it on anyway, and lo and behold, I can fit it because she has a lot of stretch. Now, what I like about this dress is the bottom. It has this dramatic fringe detail that it makes the dress just long enough without making it feel like you're wearing an evening gown. It is a jersey knit, maybe cotton polyester blend. I love this dress. I only paid $20 for this dress because it was purchased when they had extra whatever off of the clearance rack. It may have been extra 75%, but I do know that dress was $20. I love it because you can wear it as a halter, or you can wear it tied around your neck. That is another dress that I picked up from Express. The next thing that I picked up from Express is this one-piece linen cotton blend jumpsuit. I love this jumpsuit. The only thing about this jumpsuit for me is that it is too big for me. It was too big for me when I purchased it, but I believe I only paid $19 or $20 for the jumpsuit, and I wasn't leaving it there, knowing that I have a fabulous seamstress tailor that does all of my tailoring for my clothes, and I knew her making that cinched in the waist was going to be nothing for her. So I purchased it knowing full well that it was too big for me, but also knowing full well that I had somebody that can make it fit. Let that be a tip to you all. If you see something in the store, you know, don't be afraid to purchase it if it's not the exact fit. Spend $10 to $15 and take it to a seamstress and let them work their magic. Now, you got to find a good seamstress, because some of them out here will try to knock your head off. The next piece of clothing that I want to share with you is a dress that I purchased from Walmart. This is by their Scoop line. Now, I purchased this because I was in there. I want to say I purchased this maybe back in March. As a matter of fact, I know I purchased it back in March. I was in there doing some grocery shopping, and every time I'm in Walmart, I always just kind of look through the clothing section to see what they have. They had it on the clearance rack. I picked it up for, I want to say $17 from the store that the Walmart that I was in. I was kind of on the fence about it because I was like, a white baby doll dress. I just donated a white baby doll dress maybe 3 months ago because I had it for years and never wore it. So I was like, okay, what is gonna make this one any different? But lo and behold, I came home, I tried her on. It did have a white sash to go, or white belt to go with it. Child, I have taken that off. I don't know what I've done with it. I probably threw it away because, like I said earlier, I don't like when they have the same color. It gets lost in the outfit. The last item that I want to share with you is a dress. Now, also, I purchased this dress during my time in Orlando for my birthday. I purchased this from Saks Off 5th, the same time that I purchased the Tom Ford Sunnies, and it is this Colt Gaia dress. Now, the bad thing about this dress is she is too big. I didn't think it was too big for me because it's a designer label. You know, they tend to be cut a little smaller. It did say it was an extra large on the tag, but I was like, you know, extra large in the designer world, that might be maybe a medium, and with the stretch it has, it'll probably give me the give that I need. Child, I was all kinds of wrong. She is way too big for me, but I do like the dress. I'm going to take this to my seamstress to see if there's anything that she can do with it. If not, I'm just going to sell it because I'm not going to be able to wear it because it doesn't look flattering on me. But I got the dress for $80. I got it from Saks Off 5th. If I can find it on their website or any other website for that matter, I will link it in the description box. Well, that is everything, you guys. That is everything that I have purchased over the last several months. I am so sorry if these items that I'm sharing with you, if any of them interest you, if they're no longer available. But like I said, I will check to see if they are available, and if not, I'll definitely link something similar. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know, what was your favorite piece that I shared? What were you kind of like, yeah, I'm not really feeling that? If you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at luxliving4_less. And I will see you guys and gals in the next video. Bye, y'all.